Nikocado Avocado, the man who went from a quiet vegan lifestyle to mukbang meltdowns and online chaos. But something's changing. Over the past year, we've been witnessing the most unexpected transformation of his entire career. Today, we're diving deep into how Nikocado Avocado has managed to make one of the most surprising comebacks in YouTube history. Let's break down his rise, fall, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, resurgence. Nikocado didn't start as the mukbang giant we know today. In fact, his first videos were about veganism and a healthy lifestyle. Pretty ironic. Back in 2016, Nikocado Avocado was all about clean eating and animal advocacy. His channel steadily grew and he built a small but dedicated audience. At the time, no one could have predicted what was coming next. In 2017, Nikocado swapped salads for stacks of fast food. The mukbang genre became his new playground, and it was an instant hit. Mukbang, which originated in South Korea, was blowing up globally, and Nikocado was ready to ride the wave. But as the videos became more outrageous, so did Nikocado's behavior. His once joyful personality gave way to emotional breakdowns, dramatic outbursts, and confrontations with other creators. He was pushing the boundaries for views, and it was working, but at a cost. Fans started to worry about his health, both physical and mental. His weight was skyrocketing, and many claimed he was exploiting his own mental health struggles for content. While his subscriber count was growing, so were the controversies surrounding him. By 2020, Nikocado's channel was no longer just about eating, it was about chaos. His subscribers either hated him or couldn't look away from the train wreck his content had become. Public breakdowns, online feuds, and concerning weight gain fueled constant speculation about his mental health. At this point, many believed Nikocado was headed for disaster. But then, something strange happened. In 2023, Nikocado started showing a side of himself that many viewers hadn't seen before. Self-awareness. His outrageous persona? Much of it was a calculated act. It turns out that Nikocado knew exactly what he was doing all along. Suddenly, Nikocado's content had a meta twist. He began addressing the public's concerns directly and talking more openly about his mental health and the pressures of being a YouTuber. In many ways, this was the beginning of his redemption era. By embracing the very things people used to tear him down with, Nikocado flipped the script. He showed that he was in control of the chaos, using the very controversies that once defined him to now fuel his comeback. But what really solidified his resurgence wasn't just the self-awareness, it was his health. In 2024, Nikocado began sharing that he was making efforts to balance his life again. While he's still doing mukbangs, he's also started talking about mental wellness, exercise, and even cutting back on his food portions. Some things many of us never thought was possible. It's not a complete transformation yet, but it's a step in the right direction. His fans, old and new, are watching closely to see if this is just another phase or a genuine evolution. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, Nikocado Avocado posts this video on his channel.
So I am the villain, because I've made myself one. And you will continue to consume these stories about me, year after year after year, for as long as I tell the internet that I am the villain. Stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants. 2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. I am the villain. Make myself one. And people will consume these stories year after year after year. Stories that shock, that confuse, stories that are deliberately made to blur the boundaries between fact and fiction. Stories that permeate, infect, and linger in the minds of the ants.
That video, without question, makes this the greatest comeback of all time. Nikocado Avocado lost 250 pounds. Or if you're not American, he lost about 120 kilograms. So what does this all mean? Nikocado Avocado has shown us that no matter how deep the chaos, reinvention is always possible. He's played the internet game and he was indeed 2 steps ahead. His resurgence proves that even the most polarizing figures can make a comeback if they know how to harness their own narrative. Love him or hate him, he's here to stay, and now he's gonna conquer. Let me know in the comments, is this the real Nikocado or just another chapter in his ever-evolving saga? Thank you for watching.
There's a lady behind me feeding cats! She's feeding the stray cats!